Okay, hopefully that fixes it. Let me make sure I'm not double streaming again. Okay, there's one stream up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I fixed it. I don't know what's going on. I apparently can't schedule a stream because then it makes 2 streams. So I guess until whatever YouTube has going on, I'm just going to have to do the streams right when I go live instead of scheduling them. But glad I was able to figure that out. Yeah, I'm really surprised that it's live already. It's very early today. We'll get started here in a little bit. Let some people hop in here. Oh, nice, Planetarial. That's very nice. Yeah, I really wish I had gotten it, but at least I do have a second mirror jar for Mythos now, so... Oh, this chapter's a lot of cutscenes? Okay, well, I got no complaints with cutscenes, although it's gonna be a little weird, because I'm so used to being able to read it with Christoria, but... I'll be interested to see how everything ends. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice that it dropped earlier, but at the same time, it is kind of odd that it's even dropping this early at all. Now, I'll post this on Twitter, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Wait, what do you mean new rainbow anima for character? For EX? What do you mean for EX? What character is being rainbow? Oh, duh, Mercuria, duh. Yeah, I already have, I don't know what I was trying to, like, figure out there. I'm so not used to actually having rainbow characters. But yeah, I bought Mercuria's, because her free mirror jar was in the, shop. You could actually buy it last month for, I think it was, like, for a couple hundred, prisms. So I went ahead and bought it, and I've already leveled her up to, 10. So there is that. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna hop in and let's see how things go. People are thinking a raid event might drop with the chapter once at the normal time. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I'm not expecting any additional content. I'm just expecting this chapter to end, and then we'll probably get a preview as to what's coming probably sometime on Friday. Looks like we got a lot of the protagonists here. Make sure there's a spicy step-up banner coming soon. Like tonight or when? And, you're going to buy an iPhone 11. The only thing I recommend is make sure your account is linked And spend all your diamonds before you transfer, because you will lose all those diamonds when you transfer from iPhone to Android. So, before you get the new phone, just find a banner you want to summon on and just summon, because there's no way to keep that currency. Oh, soon? Okay, well, I will be... Well, it's a step-up banner, so it's probably going to be paid, I assume. But if they let someone with free, I mean, if it's a good banner, I might hop in. I'm honestly at the point now where I really don't need to spend money on Rays anymore, even if there is something I really want, just because my account is so stacked, and I'd rather be saving my money for Astaria now to start building that up. Oh yeah, so it'll be paid. I mean, if it's a good enough banner, maybe. But for the most part, I'm just kind of like, I don't need to spend money on Rays anymore. It's not the kind of game where anything is even hard anymore. Alright, so it looks like we got our cast of characters talking about a lot of stuff here. It makes sense to have Sanel and Jay, since they're going to be main characters in the next arc. Oh, and there's Flynn. I don't remember the last time we saw Flynn. Yeah, the only thing I'd maybe spend on is if Saray and Velvet got like a dual mirage art. I may try it. I really want to get that. But I think overall, I think my spending days on Rays are pretty much towards the end. Yeah, Rays remembers Flynn exists after he had his time in the last arc, and that was pretty much it. By the way, you might notice some loading issues. I don't know what's going on, but apparently a lot of people have been having load issues. Let's go ahead and build a team. I think just for the sake of this chapter, I do want to kind of use the characters that are important here. So, let's bring Ix. We'll bring Melina, for sure. So we got those two. I think we'll replace you, even though I do really like your dual mirage art. And now I think for the rest of them, I'll just bring people who I need to... We're going to bring Estelle. She's a really good healer. I mean, load times have always been bad, but people have been saying it's been, like, extra bad today. And then for last character, Asbel, for whatever reason for me, is just not very good tanky-wise. Let's bring... maybe Stan? Yeah, let's bring Stan. I want to have another melee character in here. That should be good. We're probably gonna need Mercuria for the last stage to get her crystal, though. One of these days, it's Stan and Kyle. I think they're saving them so they can get one together, because that's what a lot of people have wanted, a event for both of them. Do like a crossover Destiny 2 event, so they can both get a seasonal together. Still happy I was able to get that. Even though I did have to go into my wallet a little bit. Oh, we didn't get the treasure chest. Hopefully we don't need it. I haven't really gotten to use this too much since I pulled it. Even though it's not really his overray. Yeah, dual Mirage Art with them would be great, too. I think that would be a great opportunity. By the time we're done with this chapter, I might be close to 250 total stamina. It takes me like 12 hours for it to recover when I use it all up. Which means I'm really only logging into raids like twice a day. Oh yeah, like, Ix doesn't have like an eye power, so it's really weird. It's like, oh, my eye. Okay, that was a really long load time. Alright, so we got Team Vesperia and Sinel. Every node in this chapter so far has a cutscene? Wow. Alright, well let's let it play. They usually don't have the like super important story stuff until towards the end, so I'm really just curious about a few things. One being, what is going to make Kokus, you know, basically turn on Ix and the crew? I don't know if it's really implied that he's gonna turn on us, but something's gonna happen where he's just not gonna be with us anymore. Oh yeah, it's great. I use my stamina in the morning. So I wake up usually around, which is kind of late. This is kind of funny. Usually between like 1 and 3 in the afternoon. And then I usually play Rays around the time when the login happens. And then I'm usually still up by like 3, 4 in the morning, and that's when my stamina comes back. Seems like all the groups of the different characters that have kind of been off doing their own thing are going to start to like come back together with this finale. It's kind of funny because characters like Raven and Patty haven't really been relevant in the story. Hey man, you know, I stay up all night because that's when all the like news and stuff comes out for, you know, all these games and stuff. So I just like to be up at night anyway. I'm really not a morning person, so, I mean, unless I actually have to be up for something, there's no reason for me to wake up at like, you know, 8 or 10 in the morning. Since I end up going to sleep at like 5, 6 in the morning anyway. Yeah, they're on the, like, right now it's the daytime for them when it's like, it's midnight. It literally just hit midnight for me. I was kind of planning to use all my Cristoria stamina before this dropped, but that didn't end up happening. The music got quiet. Yep, and now we're going to be fighting something. God, we have such an all-star cast of characters all grouped up. Like, most of these chapters, it's usually just, like, isolated to, like, the specific games. But we got what? We have Team Xillia, Vesperia, and, and Legendia. So that's pretty cool. Guess it doesn't really matter who I pick with a friend person, because on normal, this shouldn't give me any problems whatsoever. Everyone is here. Yeah, I think everyone will be kind of grouping up for the finale here. I'll just be curious when we're getting, because I feel like they're not. I feel like we'll probably get the teaser for the preview tonight, and then the preview itself will probably drop on Friday, because dropping it on Monday is too late, because the current event ends on the 10th, which is Monday. So waiting till Monday to show us what we're going to be getting is too late. So I think showing us Friday, and then we have our new event start on Monday, which is probably going to be that summer event that got teased. But then I heavily expect a Spirit Gear event and maybe a collab this month, because we're not going to get our story chapter this month. So they have to do something to kind of fill that time. So I'd say a collab or a collab rerun of some kind, maybe with a new character, is definitely possible. We're still waiting on Sword Art. You know, it's been like 2 years. And Kirito and Asuna still don't have their second skits yet, so that has to happen at some point. Honestly, I'd skip everything else this month if SAO got a rerun, because we'd get probably a new character. And I do want to try and get more dupes for Kirito, because his 4 stars and even his 5-star I didn't get full dupes for. Collab with Crestoria, that's way too early, because a gacha game needs to rely on its own for a while before going towards collabs. Because there's a lot of gacha games that rely on collabs right from the get-go, and that's literally how they survive. Like, they don't survive in any other way besides just the collabs that they pull in. Oh, and we got Team Destiny 2 here. But yeah, I expect the first event to be like that summer thing that we're gonna get. I expect the second event to be some kind of collab or collab rerun, and then the third event to be a Spirit Gear. I think we got Sarah, like, at least 6 months in. Yeah, like 6 months. And now we're back with this crew. But yeah, I think we'll definitely, you know, probably before the 1-year anniversary for Crestoria, I do expect probably a summonable version of Ix and Melina over there. And then we'll probably have Mirage Arts for probably the first 3. Because it would be kind of weird for them to be put in duos. So I do think, like, Kanata, Mizella, and Vicious would come all together to raise. And then the following year, not necessarily. I don't think that's... It doesn't have to be Arc 1 Ix, because there have been collabs, you know, that have gone both ways, where they haven't used Arc 1 Ix. So, I don't know if that's necessarily, like, how they would go. It's just going to be the saltiest thing ever, because obviously global Rays players who are playing Crestoria, like, if they didn't play JP Rays, they're just going to be like, oh, right, these characters, which game got shut down? I didn't really get to know. Yeah, for God Eater, and then there was also, I think it was one of the Idolmaster things. They also used Arc 3 Ix. I think the idea is to use whatever artwork the character is wearing at the time. So I think this will probably Ix's outfit for a good while. So any collab we see in Crestoria will probably be this outfit. Yeah. And then, of course, both mobile games, whenever it, you know, comes out in, like, 2030, when Tales of Arise comes out, probably, like, 3 or 4 months after that game releases, we'll probably see those characters come to the mobile games as well. Because despite the fact that Crestoria is the bright and shiny new mobile game, there's no way Raze is going anywhere anytime soon. Astaria... I could see Astaria shut down within the next year, because the appeal that Astaria had was that it was the character gacha game. But now we have an actual, like, because the appeal with Astaria is kind of gone now, because Crestoria just does it better, because we summon for characters with actual models. In Astaria, it's just a picture. So I do think Astaria... I think Astaria is going to fall pretty soon. Do I combine multiple copies of the crossover mirror jar to select the... I haven't pulled a second copy, but I'll probably just feed it in because honestly, I don't need the crossover mirror jar on both characters. Unless the character doesn't have a second mirror jar. That would be my only thing. So like for Aizen and Edna, for example, if I had pulled 2 of theirs, and I only had 1 mirror jar for each of them, I would have kept the extra copy and just put it on both of them. But, ironically enough, I already had double mirror jars for Aizen, and I was able to pull Edna's regular mirror jar and the crossover mirror jar, during this banner, so they're both with 2 mirror jars now. Oh yeah, that's right, I haven't made a video yet. My guaranteed SSR pull on Christoria, I just got another Lloyd dupe, so he has 2 dupes in him now. If I got rid of his own Memoria, I could have him have 3 dupes, but I don't like to do that. I want to keep at least 1 copy for each SSR I pull. But then I did do 1 more multi on the Yuri and Rudy banner, and I actually pulled Yuri to my complete surprise. So I have Summer Yuri now, so now I have 2 of the 4 Summer units. Yeah, Dota Ascended. Exactly. When will Ray's collab with Granblue? I don't know. That is a very good question. I don't expect anytime soon because Granblue already has several Tails collabs on it. But we'll see. I'm not going to say it can't happen. Yeah, at least, I mean, here's the thing. I went about, I want to say, realistically, probably 22 multis until I pulled Summer Vague. And I figured the game had to pay me back at some point for that bad luck. So only having to go 3 multis for Yuri, I can definitely be okay with. Plus, now I have a full Dark team. I have 4 Dark units, so I will not be touching Dark banners anytime soon. Oof. More than 40k. Yeah, that's rough. But now I'm at the point now where I'm just going to be going for specific colors that I need. I am not touching any banners with Dark, Earth, or Light. So the only banners I will potentially summon on is characters that I like and are also Fire, Water, or Wind. I really need a Wind SSR. That's what I'm really suffering for right now. Yeah... some mobile games do that where you can't use 2 characters of the same name, but I think overall it's fine because you're not going to be using, for the most part, most events are solo colored. So once you get to the point where you're running straight colors, it's like, for example, both Yuris that are SSRs are different colors, both both Kanonos or Earhearts are different colors. So when you're at the point running mono teams, it's not really going to matter too much. Because they do try to change up the colors a bit, for the most part. And yeah, we got the Salvation Front here. I want to flex a full waifu has Bondo team. Yeah. Well, eventually you'll be able to. Well, yeah, Velvet wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't complain if I got her. But hopefully we get a Wind banner here in the near future. That'd be kind of nice. Oh, you can't put 2 of the same character on a support list either? That kind of sucks. So you can't put, like, Earth Yuri and Dark Yuri on there? That's kind of crappy. Not a huge deal in the long run because, you know, you look a year into the game, how many SSRs we're going to have. It won't be a huge deal. Now here is where Cookie Boy stabs Zix in the back, right? I don't think I have any characters that I have. I mean, obviously, if I tried to use SR Vague and then Summer Vague, it obviously wouldn't work. But I don't think that's something people are really going to notice until later on when we have a ton of the same character. Especially some of the more popular characters like Leon, Velvet, Saray, that'll probably get tons of seasonals, you know, within 2 or 3 years. I do think, though, this game is going to be more fair than Astaria, because Astaria is relying on the popular characters to stay alive, but Christoria is a fresh new game that people are really into, so I think it'll be better for getting more characters out there. Since most banners seem like they're going to be 2 character banners at a time, it means they can do more. So, like, they could do a really hype character. Like, we could get, like, a seasonal Velvet, and then they could put, like, a seasonal, like, Loney, for example. And people will summon because most of the people who are there for Velvet are technically already also summoning for Loney. So, it would be kind of cool if they're a little more fair with that. There's a simple reason why Rays won't get better grossing, and it's because it's an equipment gacha. The issue with equipment gachas is you're already getting the characters for free, and the appeal of summoning in gachas is to pull the characters you want. So, for the most part, you know, even some of the seasonal costumes, after a certain point, you can just buy them with Prism. So it's like, what's the point? You're literally just, you're summoning for a Mystic Art, is essentially what's happening. And yeah, what Planetario said too, it's a fairer gacha. It's a lot easier to get what you want in an equipment gacha than it is in a character gacha. The rates are better, and you're pulling for less. Yeah, the thing with Rising, the difference between SAO gachas and Tails gachas is that, for the most part in Tails, fans care about the male and female characters, where with SAO, there's like 3 male characters that people care about, and then there's like 50 female ones. So it's a little different. SAO is more of it, I don't like to say this because it would trigger a lot of people, but it really is a waifu gacha, for the most part. That's another thing, Planetario. That's what most gachas start with that. They start with no step-ups or anything to get people to summon early, and then people feel more inclined to summon again later once, you know, 3 or 4 months in, I guarantee we'll have some sort of pity system or step-up. Astaria was the exact same way, and look at what we have now. Although, Astaria is far less generous in terms of free-to-play currency than Christoria is. Yeah, SAO cares about Kirito and Blonde Kirito, pretty much. Oh, and back to the Astaria thing, yeah. Astaria, there's so many, like, actual playable characters in normal Tales games that still don't have summonable SSRs on Astaria. But, I'm hoping that Christoria is more fair with that. Right now, it's kind of like, people are a little annoyed because, you know, like, the free SSR memorias we're getting from these events could very easily be characters. And I hope they do use those costumes eventually for those characters. Like, this Summer Patty, I would have loved to actually be a unit instead of just a Memoria. So, maybe when, because Astaria also has free SSRs that you can farm at events and they're actual characters. So maybe at some point we can get actual characters that you can farm from the events. Yeah, Astaria families had to beg for a Genus SSR. But yeah, I would say probably 3 or 4 months into Christoria's lifetime will probably be when I expect to see step-ups start to kind of rear their head. Oh, look! We got Stan and Team Symphonia. Oh, welcome, Sonic. Yeah, I didn't know it would be this early either. It actually took me by surprise as well. We got Johnny, Philia, and Rain. Oh yeah, Danmachi. There's 2 gacha games that are the most generous in my head. It's Danmachi and Opera Omnia, Final Fantasy. Oh, last boss is bulky even on normal? Ooh, this will be fun. It's not very often that Ray's actually gives us a challenge, so I actually welcome it for once instead of just auto-battling everything. But yeah, the reason Danmachi is so good is because on every single banner, the first multi gives you one copy of one of the featured units. And there's always only like 2 or 3 featured units, sometimes 4. So you're always at least getting one of them on the first step. But the issue with Danmachi is you need 6 copies of a unit to max them out, and honestly, they're not super useful unless you get all those copies. But if you're just for the collector's aspect, getting that first copy is not bad. But yeah, it's super nice. You know, each month it's really not hard to get enough for all the steps as well. I mean, here's the thing. Even without dupes, any of the units are good for clearing like the regular story content on most of the difficulties. But if you're someone who's gonna try and hop into like their version of PvP, which is similar to Christoria, where you're pretty much just fighting an AI or stuff like that, you're gonna want full dupes. But there are plenty of free-to-play ways to get dupes. You can buy these items that basically serve as free limit breaks. So overall, Danmachi is probably the most generous gacha game I've ever played. Plus, the amount of currency you can get on Danmachi monthly is actually pretty crazy. They're actually still in the middle... Oh, the Kanonos are here. They're actually still in the 3-year anniversary celebration, which is a 3-month celebration. So the game is still being pretty generous with all the stuff you can get. Dragali is pretty generous as well. I would say just doing like the weekly content on Danmachi, you probably can get enough to do 2 or 3 multis a week. Because they always have these like weekly events. Like the thing they have that's called War Game is basically their version of PvP, and depending on how well you place in that, you can get like 1 or 2 multis. And then they also have something called Record Buster, where you basically just beat down on a boss. And depending on your score, you get gems at the end of the week, same as that. Yeah, I'm very happy I was actually able to get Yuri Summer as well, so thank you. My luck might finally be turning around. It's so weird to actually see Stan standing here after... I mean, I don't want to spoil anybody, but those who have been reading Christoria know what I'm talking about. It'll be nice if we could get the other Kanonos at some point, since Earhart already has 2 variants on Christoria. You know what, Dart? I know you're in here, so we're going to take your Mirror Jar in here, since I don't have it myself. Oh, yeah. See, here's the thing with that. I saw a lot of people, when Yuri first got revealed, a lot of people were complaining that he doesn't actually use water pistols to fight, and there's no way that Bandai would have done that. Like, we're not going to get, you know, the characters fighting with what's in their picture, because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, Yuri's not a gun character. I guess it would be kind of fun if he was, you know, if he just had double pistols, but the artwork is literally just, you know, there for the artwork. I really don't ever expect characters to fight with different weapons than what they normally use. The only exception to that being characters like Ludger, who has multiple weapons. But other than that, I really don't expect, you know, like, we're not gonna get a... we're not gonna get, like, a Lloyd that, we're not gonna get a Lloyd that fights with, like, hammers or something. Like he does in Rays. Well, in part of his Mirage Art, anyway. What'll be interesting is if we do get Kanata eventually in Rays, he's gonna be an interesting character to play as because his giant sword is gonna make him very slow. Lilith. Oh, I'm sure. If we get an SSR Lilith and Christoria, I'm sure one of her attacks will be the frying pan thing. If it's not just her Mystic Art in general. Oh, I agree it would be cool. I just don't expect them to do it. Alright, let's see it, since I don't have it myself. Unison Blooddo! It does make you question how, because normally you use the Flame Burge and, was it Vorpal Sword to create the Eternal Sword, but they each only have one of them and they create 2 Eternal Swords. Character-wise, do I prefer Alicia or Rose? Alicia 100%. I personally, and you know, this is, everyone has their own opinions. I feel like Alicia should have stayed the full party member, and Rose... I mean, Rose could have become a party member as well, but I feel like Alicia should have been the main heroine, is my feeling on that. Because most Tales games, you have your main hero and your main heroine. You know, with Symphonia, it's Lloyd and Colette. With Vesperia, it's Yuri and Estelle. Oh, we get Karya Room NPC. That's cool. Is there any kind of, like, teaser for the... I don't want to know any spoilers, but is there any kind of, like, clip or anything when the chapter ends? Or does it just, like, end? Because I'm wondering when they're going to show us, like, any sort of, like, footage for the next arc. The Alicia Rose stuff wasn't even controversial until the anime came out, for the most part. Okay, so it just ends. Okay. So we'll probably get some kind of, like, trailer or teaser within the coming days, then. Because the Astaria anime had an agenda with it, for sure. Looks like we're back in the cosmic world that we love to visit over and over. Team Destiny. I still think about how funny a Christoria and Rays collab is going to be, because it's like, it reminds me of when, so Tales of the Rays, when they did the collab with Sword Art, obviously Sword Art Memory Defrag has an English and JP version still, so it was kind of funny to get on the English side a Japanese game crossover. Not necessarily, because Tales games haven't always had an even number of cast members. I mean, they try to more now, but even with the Christoria cast, it's 4 and 2. We got 4 male characters and 2 female ones. So they don't always split it evenly. But, like, Berseria was obviously even. I think Vesperia was even. Oh. Evil Marcus? Yeah, SAOMD got it on the English side. That's what was funny about it. Oh yeah, I'm sure Astaria will get full Armatus model. See, that's something that's actually pulled from the actual game, so that being a different weapon makes sense. But like, stuff like, you know, Yuri with water pistols is something that's never existed before. Well, the thing is, people want equal representation, because a lot of Tales games have always kind of had more male representation than female, so I totally understand it from that viewpoint. But for a mobile game, I'm just kind of like, you know, that there's so many, you know, characters like Milla and Velvet seem to have such a large role in this game anyway, so it's like, just because your main cast isn't all, you know, evened out, you're still gonna get your female representation. But back to the Saray Armatus thing in Christoria. Yeah, like that's something I definitely expect, like a Water Armatus Saray, a Wind Armatus Rose. They can do Alicia because unlike Rays, they aren't limited by what happens in the game. So if they wanted to kind of follow the like anime Armatus, it wouldn't be following it, but they could do it because Christoria has its own world and lore. Ooh, I love when we're in this area. Well, we're fighting possessed Marcus here. Isn't Marcus a Mirite himself? If I remember correctly. I might be totally wrong on that. Oh god. Oh yeah, he's not gonna be in any trouble. Yeah, Marcus is a Mirite, so I guess it makes sense that he can get possessed. Ah, that's right, he's Phil's Mirite. It's so weird to see, like, 1622. I can't remember the last time we had a 2-part chapter. Like, a full one. I don't think we've had one since, like, the first arc. And then obviously, like, for games that have, like, sequels, so, like, Zillia and Zillia 2, I definitely expect for Christory to have, like, we might get, like, a Zillia 2 Jude or Milla, you know, just summonable variants in their different outfits, because, you know, that's fairly easy to do. Over 6k diamonds now? Nice. I have a measly, like, 300 and something now, I think. It's like Marcus finally snapped out of it now that we beat his ass. Oh, I didn't see your question before, Dart. Who did I pick for the crossover next year? My biases went with, I think it was Raid and Sheena. I think they were together. Of course, they didn't win anywhere close. I think they were almost in dead last, but that was where my vote went. That was like my main one. I'm not against the ones that won, though. I think they're fine duos. Speaking of characters, when's Marcus gonna get a second Mirage art? It's been like almost a year and a half since he got made playable. Oh yeah, Lonnie and Malik winning was very interesting. And never let your memes be dreams. Marcus will get a second mirror jar when Genus gets one. I think with Genus, there's a saving for Regal. Because I think Regal will end up being an event character when he actually joins us in the story. I don't think he'll become unlockable in the story, but he'll finally, you know, get over his stuff and join us. And I think, like, Genus, Rain, and really only have Colette left for a seasonal. Despite all the mirror jars that Colette has, she doesn't have a seasonal yet, so those will probably be the 3 to get seasonals there. Or they could always, you know, we do have, like, Martel and Ewan to still get seasonals. I just hope with these crossover mirror jars, I want them to do more of what we saw here. I don't want it to be stuff that existed in the game. So, like, right now, people are already speculating that, like, because they're being revealed in duos for the next arc, how they showed, like, Laphicet and Velvet, Saray and Micleo, Senel and Jay, that those are going to be the next dual mirror jars for the next arc. But I want them to mix things up, like do Saray and Velvet, you know, have them get a dual mirror jar together. Micleo and Fee, I don't really think need to get a dual mirror jar. Because honestly, we already have Micleo as part of Saray's overray. I just want to see unique stuff, like even another one, Senel and Jude. Since they're both brawlers, I would love to see a dual mirror jar between them. You know, just stuff like that. I want to see more unique stuff instead of just, like, stuff we've already seen. Or just basic, you know, like, normal stuff. Because, like, as much as people would probably love an actual dual mirror jar for Micleo and Saray where it's not the Armatus, I personally would just find it boring. Because it's like, okay, stuff we already expect. Artorias and Heldoff crossover mirror jar would be awesome. But, I wonder what that would even... Because it's kind of funny. See, that would make it match. Just have, like... You have the good Shepherd and Lord of Calamity versus the evil ones. And they both get dual mirror jars. Alicia and Eleanor would be nice, definitely. Because they're both, like, knights. I would also accept maybe Alicia and Flynn. That would also be an interesting one. But Alicia and Eleanor would probably make more sense since they're both spear fighters. But yeah, I want to see definitely, like, more unique stuff instead of just stuff that we already expect. Because it's like, dual mirror jars we've seen are cool, but, like, here's another one I wouldn't mind. I'm not the biggest fan of Rose, but a Rose and Rokuro one would be fine. Because they both more or less fight with the same style. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, Alicia already has one with... Well, there's no saying that they can't get more than one. But yes, for right now, it's unlikely. Oh, was there an Oscar and Teresa event T? What would they even do? So what, Eleanor would get an overray or something? Because Eleanor just got her decisive mirror jar, and that's all she has left is an overray and a spirit gear. Who else still needs a... I guess they could also do... They could do Eleanor and Laphicet gets... Laphicet could get a dual... Or, a decisive mirror jar. Vicious and Velvet, that'd be kind of interesting. Ludger and Victor is another one that would be very cool. I'd accept that one. Luke and Ash, even though we kind of already have one with their overrays, it's basically them kind of working together in a way while they're fighting each other. But yeah, Luke and Ash would be another one that'd be interesting. What would be another one? It's unfortunate we really don't have any other mascots that are actually playable, because it would be kind of cool to have Rapide get a dual mirror art with somebody. Oh, speaking of what we're looking at, Ion and Sync. That'd be another one that'd be kind of cool. Obviously for spoiler reasons. Mew and Lippy. Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to do anything more with the, like, whale units. You know, like Dark Turtles and stuff like that. I mean, just to mess with the fans and do it as a joke, Flynn and Guy. I mean, that would just be entertaining just to see for just the meme aspect. I think Yuri and Velvet would also kind of be a fun one, just because they're both kind of like the anti-heroes. Edgelords together, yep. Yeah, Zealous and Raven for the pervy characters. Although Zealous, I think Zealous and Colette would be a fun one if they wanted to do, like, because they're both the chosen ones. They could do a cool mirror art where they both do something with their wings. I think that'd be kind of fun if they wanted to do, like, a serious one. Kratos and Ewan, that would definitely be one I'd love to see. Yeah, or with Kratos, they could do Zealous and Kratos. That'd be another one. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's your birthday, Sonic? Well, happy early birthday. Woodrow and Vague, because they look similar. Yeah, but I think for... I think it'd be kind of cool if, when they eventually add Milhouse, Milhouse and Vague dual mirror art would be kind of nice. Tyr and Mal, because they both sing. That'd be a fun one. They could have their little medley together. Or even just Mao and Laphicet, because they're both kids. That'd be kind of fun. I think Genius and Rain would be fine, too. Alright, before I continue the next one, I actually have to use the restroom real quick, so I will be right back. Alright. Let's go on to the next stage. See what's kind of gonna go on here. So I'll be up to, once I finish hard mode, I'll be up to 2 multis again. So if there is something I feel the need to summon on, which if the, you know, rumored silhouettes for this next event are what we think they might be, I probably won't be summoning on that. So it'll be up to what comes in like the tail end of the month. Man, that was a long load. Look at this. I'm gonna pass like 1,000 AP by the time we're done here. Easy. Sure. Yeah, I guess if I saved it for Carnival, then yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not going to be using it on the, what do you call it? The current event that's going on. Because unless it was a raid event, there's really no reason for me to go super crazy. But then again, I do still need to farm it. Because I do want to at least get all the gifts before the event goes away. By the way, I was super happy to find out that the new equipment system, you know, where, you know, if you pull a dupe, it automatically limit breaks, applies for the event shops as well. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, all I really need left to get from that shop is the gifts from there. I've pretty much gotten everything else that I need. I think I still have like 25 gifts in the shop. Yeah, but leveling the equipment's not that bad. I just auto-click my leveling thing and do it right there. But, it'll be interesting to see the actual equipment overhaul they were talking about, where the arts aren't actually part of, like, the, equipment or whatever. So whenever, I think they're doing that update when the new arc starts, so we'll have to see what that's like. Yep, look at these load times. Whenever it wants to load. Any day now, game. Raze is really having a hard time today, huh? There we go. Now it's starting to... Oh, it went a little bit, and then it stopped again. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, looks like we're here. Yeah, if I ever need help, like, knowing what Nard is, I just go over to the wiki. Oh, we got Team Hearts over here as well. Wonder if everyone's just gonna come to basically hell. Climax time, but there's still 6 missions left, so I guess this is where things finally get started. So, it seems like Raze likes to do its story in, like, 2 arcs. So, like, we had the story from the first arc to the second arc, have it relate to each other, and I assume the same will be with the third and the fourth arc. So, I heavily expect that there's going to be some kind of cliffhanger at the end of this. We will finally get to see how everything comes to a close. We could probably skip through some of this, because it's not like we can read it right now anyway. We're at the front door. Should we knock? Oh, the announcement that it was coming earlier? Welcome, Rita. Yeah, we're almost done with the chapter, and this is normally about the time when I would be going live. I don't know what it is, but it just this arc finale, like not the arc itself, like the chapter we're playing, but the lead up to. Oh, it's brutal. Oh, now I'm nervous for the ending. Oh, Kratos and Zealous are here. Well, they were here. There was no like build up hype to this finale on like Twitter or YouTube. Like with the Flynn chapter, they did so much promotion and stuff like that prior to the chapter coming out. Bless intern who probably lost his job for uploading it early. Oh, something happened to Cookies? Poor Cocus. I guess we'll find out. If the game ever wants to load at a decent pace. Yeah, pandemic out here messing everything up. Demons! I really like this map layout, though. Because we're so used to, like, the same 5, like, map structures. But look, even in the background, you get to see this entire... I'm almost tempted to just call it Gehenna, because I've been playing so much Trails lately. But that's basically what it is. Just take a look around at how horrible it is here. I love Ix's third 5-star. So much fun. Hello, tree monster. Excellent. Alright, takes care of that. God, every single part does have a story portion, huh? I'm using the mirror art that caused... Wait, which one? The dual mirror chart or Cocos's overray? Oh, Cocos's overray, is that what caused everything? Yeah, I could see that. Cookie boy, what's going on? I'm heavily expecting a cliffhanger at the end of all this, and then we're going to have to wait till either September or October to find out what's going to happen next. Hopefully sometime this month we get to either just like the opening or some kind of trailer for the 4th arc or something. Yeah, no bullying Cocos allowed. We don't bully cookies around here. I mean, right now everyone seems fun. Oh, hello. So is this actual Mercuria? Right about now? What does that mean? It's still Morgan. Oh, hi, Richter. Peaceful music plays. The last bit of peace we're gonna get, probably. Or I mean, I can't read this anyway, so I want to just get to what's gonna happen. I'm already anxious. Cocos? Naza is clearly explaining something. Oh, so Cocos is with Morgan. Okay. Why? What is going on? He just attacked Ix? What just happened? Why would he attack? Cookies bite. Tomatoes. No! Oh, if I had known, I would have... You know what? I kind of want to I kind of want to do this when it's just, yeah, whatever. Use Kokos's over against him. Oh, ow, ow. Can you get off me? Would have been kind of fun to just use X. Oh boy. I have hard mode for experiments, yeah. So can someone explain to me real quick why Kokos is attacking us? Has anything been explained, or does he just shows up and is attacking us? Oh boy, this can only end well, right? Okay, Morrigan is controlling him, so it's not of his own free will. Got it. Leave the cookie boy alone. He's never done anything wrong. Yeah, what happened to Marcus when he attacked us? Kokos was upset people made fun of this. People called him a chuny. What will Team Hearts do to help us out now? Stop it, cookie boy. Bad Morrigan. Is he remembering? Oh, did Kokos finally snap out of it? Well, that's good. So the worst is over, right? Right? Banner? What banner? Over a banner? The pain is only the beginning? Oh boy. Zealous is just out here trying to find some honeys. Alright, I'll take a look at the banner here in a second. Kratos, go spend time with your son. Alright, let's take a look at this banner. Let's take a look. Oh. Okay, so step up and regular. Oh, so it just has like all the overrays on it up to this point. So it has the overrays and then it has people's regulars, it looks like, for the most part. He found his honeys, now he has to protect the honeys. I didn't mean to scroll down there. Oh yeah, Yuri's isn't on here. I have most of the ones on here, so I probably won't even bother, to be totally honest. Yeah, I mean, this is good if you don't have any of them, or majority of them, but I think I'll skip. Like, let's just go over the ones I do. I have Milla, I have Emil, I have Marta. Actually, that's it from this group. Milla, Emil, and Marta's. Oh, it's the overrays for this arc. Okay, I mean, that's cool. But I'm definitely... Oh, and this is going to be around till the 20th, so we have a while for this. So that's cool. I'm definitely not going to summon for an overray without knowing what's actually going to be coming yet, so... Definitely holding off on that. But let's hop back into the story. Let's see how things end. Alright, we are at 26, and it goes to 30. Let's see how things end. Yeah, I mean, it's literally just like the story ones. Here we go. Ow. Can we not? Fire. I feel like out of all those overrays, I think I would want Ashes the most, because I think he's the only character on... He's one of the few on that banner I don't have a second Mirror Dart for. But, I'm not going to throw a multi for a shot in the dark. I mean, obviously, dupes would always be useful, but not necessary. No problemo. If we ever get in, like, super trouble, I could... That's why I bring the Spirit Gear characters, because I can just slap those on whenever I need it. Oh, wow. Our first part that doesn't have any story attached to it. Oh, you got Ashes. Oh, yeah, I guess they would have the seasonals on there, too. I just, you know... Once I see the preview, I might throw a multi or two, but if there's anything that I would even remotely need, I don't mind waiting like one day, since the banner will be here for a while. Oh look, it's the singing trio. Ooh, we're in town. Look at the... This is a mailbox, it's on fire? No cutscenes here till the end? Okay. What's wrong, Rita? That takes care of that. Oh, is the final chapter? Oh boy. I'm nervous for this ending. Ah, you've reached maximum pain. How does it feel? Stan really got low on health there. What are you doing, Estelle? You're not doing your job. I think the PV for this month will probably be Friday. Thursday night, you know, Friday morning. So tomorrow night. Because the 10th, waiting till Monday is too far because the current event will be over. Either Friday or they're going to have to release it on the weekend sometime because they can't just drop an event before the PV comes out. I think like later tonight, you know, maybe like in a few hours we might get like a teaser or something. And then the actual preview itself will drop at the normal time tomorrow. I feel like it just has to be either Friday or it's going to be like Saturday or Sunday. Sunday's too late. It'll be Saturday at the latest. I feel like it has to be Friday, actually, because they have to tease the characters, you know, day after day on Twitter as well. You know, like the little posts that they do. So yeah, I think definitely tomorrow. Whether we get a teaser or not, I still think it'll be tomorrow. I need to know what I'm saving up for this month, or if I'm not spent. It would be great if I didn't have to spend it all. You know, just stockpile for a whole month. Even though I don't own it, I love this marriage art. Not bad at all. Alright, we got one more regular battle portion. I assume the next part is story, then fight, then story. By the way, I kind of want to be spoiled, but who do we fight on the last part? Because if it's like a one-on-one confrontation story-wise, I kind of want to do it. If it's, I assume it's just Mercuria we fight. Well, you know what I mean. Mercuria's body. Yeah, it's just Mercuria. I'll probably keep everything the same. It's not one-on-one? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just keep my team the same then. Chaotic interference at the end. What interference in the middle of a fight? What does that even mean? Guess I'll find out. Final bosses. I mean, you did, but that doesn't tell me anything. I'll find out here. It's the next stage anyway. I will. God, even Rita's talking in all caps. That's why I know I need to be worried. Go, Stan, go. Alright, well, we're there anyway, so let's see how this goes. Alright, here we go. Screaming? Oh, God. I'm gonna hate this, aren't I? Let's see how the arc comes to a close. Not gonna skip through this, we'll just let it play out. I'm ready. I'm totally ready. 100%. I'm not ready at all. Whew. What is in store? Oh, hi, Richter. It's actually kind of funny that, like, you know, there were specific characters who were important for this arc, Emil being one of them, and he's not here at the finale at all. I mean, it was more Ratatosk than Emil, but even still. Plays end of... No, not yet. We're not there yet. I'm very nervous about what's about to transpire here. We need Emil and Lloyd to show up to save the day. Meanwhile, in another dimension. Okay, what's gonna happen? Well, hello there. No, but Emil did have a significant portion in the beginning that he was doing. I mean, Dawn of the New World in general had a pretty significant relevance this arc. Emil got his overray, Marta got her overray, Richter became playable. Ah, what happened? Two-way attack. Come on, we can take her out. Yeah, one outside, one under Speario. Time for us to find out how it all ends. Back to calming sounds. Why does Naza feel like the main character right now? Okay. Barbados is here. Is that what you meant by bulky? Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. This does not bode well. There's the chaotic interference. Yeah. You three can wake up anytime now. Cue the epic music for the final confrontation. Here we go. We can handle you. Time for a fight. Ooh, that was a cool transition. Fight time. Oh, you had the that would be great. Alright, we should be able to handle him. Why can't I walk here? Okay. I have to go around, apparently. Come here, you. Oh, God. I'm already regretting this. It won't be enough, though. Stan will end this. Ooh, almost. Hard mode is gonna be unbearable. I'm sure I'll have a great time with that when I get onto it. Alright, let's see how the arc ends. Who would have ever thought Barbados would be fighting on our side? Oh no! He got taken out. Well, I didn't want to win. I didn't want to just immediately use them all. I would have liked to have fought a little bit on my own. Oh look, flashback! Oh no! He fell. The strain was too much. Oh, is it time? Here we go. Team Hearts is free. Is that Morgan? I have a bad feeling about what's about to happen. There's no way it's just over. What do you mean after the fight? We already finished fighting. I thought this was the final thing. Wait, so that's it for Morgan? But I'm confused. Well, what's with Last Cradle? Why is... Well, I guess we'll find out. I thought we were gonna get left off on some, like, horrible, heartbreaking cliffhanger. Seems like everything ends in a happy... Well, Kokus doesn't seem too happy. So I'm guessing Kokus ends up leaving because he hates that he turned his blade against his friends? Oh, hi, Yuri. Who that? What was that? Someone was just talking there, but they didn't show who it was. Is Kokus gonna go with them? Pain? Alright, what's happening? Guess it's time to say goodbye. Oh! What are you doing? I mean, we know he's not being possessed this time. I guess Kokus is just leaving. He's leaving with Mercury and them. And there we go. We have her unlocked. Well, her episode, because I already have her free marriage art. And we have Karia as a room NPC, so that's kind of fun. I already have it. I bought it. And there we go. That is the end of the third arc. Well, you say read her skit, but it's more like watching. Plus, we already knew Kokus was gone because of the, what was it, the Valentine's event? Because he showed back up or whatever. Let me just grab all this stuff. I will show it. We will watch the skit together. Let me just grab everything that's in here. Alright, let's go look at this skit. There she is. She's towards the top. And let's take a look. So I assume this is after the fact. Looks like they might be staying at like an inn or something. Good night, Planetario. Thanks for hanging out. Aster! There's the boy. Rita's just having reactions over here. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, it should be working again now. I guess my mic stopped working in the middle of that. That was weird. Hopefully everyone can hear me now. Possibly? Okay, it's working good. Yeah, I was just asking during that, what they were doing. But, yeah, I guess my mic stopped working in the middle of that, but now I know. But yeah, look at all that AP, that 1206 that I probably will not be spending until, well, I'll do hard mode chapter, but after that. So that was, do I have any more skits for AP? No. Not like I really need it anyway right now. But, yeah, so that is the end of the Fairies Requiem arc, and according to the producer's letter from last month, the next arc will start in the fall sometime, so that could be anywhere as soon as September, or anywhere as late as November. I'm assuming sooner rather than later, because it'll be hard for them to kind of fill the gap there in terms of content. But, that was, okay, so we have the two banners here. What is this? I'm just checking some stuff before we head out of here, because I'm pretty much done with... Oh, okay, so this is just talking about how Kari is a room character now. But, yeah. So that's pretty much going to be it for the stream. I will definitely have a video out whenever they drop the preview. I'm not sure what to expect from this month, other than, obviously, the Tease Summer event. But, I still feel like a collab or collab rerun, as well as a Spirit Gear, is probably... the norm for this month, because they probably need some time to get stuff ready for the next arc. So, thank you everyone for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. We finished off the arc. The arc didn't end in as dark a way as I thought. I thought something bad was going to happen to Kokis, and then it was going to stay that way, and we were going to have to deal with it with the fourth arc. But it seems like Kokis is just going to be going off with Mercuria's group, probably to do some growing on his own. And I'm sure we will see him in the next arc, and then probably by the end of the next arc, I could see Kokis coming back to the main group. But it was all fun hanging out. Thanks everyone for hanging out for the stream, and I will, I guess the next stream I'll probably do is whenever we get the next Christoria chapter, which shouldn't be too long. But thanks everyone. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful night, everyone.